Today we are going to look at adding and subtracting fractions in 3 easy steps. Let's review the parts of a fraction. On top you will find the numerator. This tells you how many parts of the whole thing you have. Below that is the denominator. This tells you how many parts of the whole are broken into. So let's get started with step 1. The first thing you have to do is find the common denominator. You can do this by looking at multiples of both denominators that you are trying to make look the same. If we look at the multiples of 4, we see that we get 4, 8, 12, 16, and so on. If we then look at multiples of 3, we get 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, etc. All you have to do is look for the same number on either side, and you will get your least common denominator, in this case 12. So now we are going to make equivalent fractions using the common multiple of 12 as the denominator. To convert the fraction 1/3, you just find out what times 3 equals 12. In this case, it is 4. If we multiply the denominator of the fraction by 4, we have to do the same to the numerator. So 1 times 4 equals 4. That gives us the new fraction 4/12. Then we do the same to the other. What times 4 equals 12? It's 3. So 4 times 3 equals 12. And now do the same with the numerator. 3 times 3 equals 9. This gives us the new fraction 9/12. Now the denominators are the same and you can add the fractions. 4/12 plus 9/12 equals 13/12. You can keep it as an improper fraction. So now let's try it with a mixed fraction. So we're going to be subtracting 2 fractions. 1 3/5 minus 2 1/2. Before we do anything, we've got to take and make them into improper fractions. So what you're going to do is take the denominator and multiply it by the whole number. So 5 times 1 is 5, and then you're going to add 5 to the numerator, which is 3, which gives you 8, and it creates the fraction 8/5. Let's do it with the other one. 2 1/2, so you go 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So you get 5 halves. Alright, now that we have our new fractions, we're going to find the lowest common denominator and subtract the fractions. So we had 8/5 minus 5 halves. So we have to look at the denominators, 5 and 2. So we find out that their lowest common denominator is 10. So we go 5 times 2 is 10. And 2 times 5 is 10 as well. Whatever we do on the bottom, we have to do on the top. So we're going to do 8 times 2 is 16, and 5 times 5 is 25. Then, if we take those two, we can now subtract them both. So we have 16 over 10 minus 25 over 10, and that equals negative 9/10. That's all you have to do.